KETV Newswatch 7, chronicling the stories impacting our community. Stories making a difference. Stories that matter to you. This is KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.
A special homecoming for a group of veterans who certainly were not treated as heroes when they came home decades ago after serving in Vietnam.
When I got off that airplane at the airport and saw all those people there to greet us, to say thanks for your service, to extend their hands for handshakes, to say welcome home, it was brutal, but brutally wonderful.
I think we finally have come home. I think people are realizing that we're not the outcasts and that, we did our jobs and we're proud of it.
Being here, it's like breaking down the wall of hurt and shame that I had built up to protect myself. Because all day long people have been saying thank you for your service, and every time they did it was like a sledgehammer just hitting against that wall, breaking it down.
And there's nothing like all those thank yous to help these veterans, many still working on healing. Good morning, I'm Chin Doan, and this is KTV Newswatch 7's Chronicle. Today we're looking back at the Vietnam War and the toll it took on tens of thousands of veterans who were left with deep and unhealed wounds. Also, the unforgettable way they were treated when they came back to the United States. More than 40,000 Nebraskans served in Vietnam. Now, 50 years later, hundreds finally get a hero's welcoming. Earlier this month, I had the honor of joining the largest group of Nebraska Vietnam veterans on a special trip to the nation's capital and back home again. They come from 200 Nebraska communities, 650 Vietnam veterans together for their final mission.
Hi.
Are you excited?
Yeah, yes I am.
First, a special send-off from law enforcement.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Families, even politicians.
Thanks for the service.
Then 15 buses and 4 charter jets taking them to Washington, D.C.
How many Army people? Could you raise your hand, please? Hua. Wow.
The vets land on a surprise. Reagan Airport filled with celebration and support.
Thank you for the service. Thank you.
Then more moving moments at the Vietnam Wall. Vincent Orduña of Plattsmouth salutes a former teammate.
Being here, it's like breaking down the wall of hurt and shame that I had built up to protect myself.
More than 40,000 Nebraskans served in the military during the Vietnam era. And along this wall are the names of 395 who never made it home.
You'd think time would heal everything.
Roddy Moore of Omaha lost 10 men from his company.
Just to touch their names and to tell them that I love them and I still think about them. And it's going to help me a lot.
Others sharing similar stories.
Well, he was in our school and was killed in action.
Leaving with heartfelt reminders and new memories.
It was like, being back in the service.
Marvin Marshall can finally talk about the battle that earned him a Purple Heart.
Let loose some emotions that we've never been able to explain or never dealt with. So
Phil Labadie Jr. finds closure after paying respects to a fellow B-52 gunner.
I had taken pictures of pointing at his name and with the wreath that they put, the Nebraska wreath they put there. So that's what was my main purpose of coming here to do.
Meantime, at the home front,
Thank you, sir.
Support for their families at the Lincoln Airport. Phil and Marvin's wives wait for their sweethearts, unlike when they came home from war. You can see joy and appreciation, putting some pep in their step.
it's great.
Reunited with family after a roller coaster of emotions. Then, more love for the vets throughout the airport.
Thank you, vets.
An estimated 7,000 people lining their way home.
I think we finally have come home. I think people are realizing that we're not the outcasts and that, you know, we did our jobs and we're proud of it.
Pride and positive memories nearly 50 years later.
Welcome home, sir. Welcome home, sir. Thank you so much.
And welcome home indeed. Joining me now to talk more about their experience are Phil Labadie Jr. and his wife Mary Labadie, and also Marvin Marshall. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Marvin, let's start with you. You know, you are the recipient of a Purple Heart, but you've mentioned to me it's very few people know about it. So what was it about this trip that helped you open up to that and then the emotions you felt during the battle?
Well, you know, like we've all said, you know, we had a hard time when we came home. We were all told that there were going to be protests and, you know, things, but it was completely unexpected what happened. You know, we were shunned, and so we just don't talk about it. This flight, I think, I watched all the people, and they, you know, they opened up. They were talking to one another. They were telling their stories, and I'm sure a lot of those people probably not talked about the war that much in the last 50 years as they did in the hours we were on those planes. I mean, I think it was a great homecoming. It was great for all of us.
And it was your first time to see the memorial. What was that like for you, seeing the name of your fallen brothers?
It was overwhelming. It's not a grand monument like World War II or something like that, but just the starkness of it has a lot of emotion. And the way it's built and the way you see it, it's overwhelming. And it brings closure to a lot of us.
I'm so happy to hear that. Now, Phil, for you, this was your second time to the wall. How was this time so different?
Well, this time was so different is because when I first went to the wall, when it's probably first built, I was by myself, I think, with my wife. And but this time, with all those people, finding the names of people that they knew that were killed on the wall. I know a lot of people was on that wall because we lost a lot of people during the B-52 attacks in Hanoi. We lost 32 killed, and I didn't know every one of them, but I knew a lot of them. And I did find the people that I knew that I talked to just before the death. One I talked to just 8 days before he died, and the other one the night before he died. We went on a mission together, and he didn't come back.
I'm so sorry, Phil.
Yeah.
Well, now let's move on to the happier moments.
Yeah.
It was really an emotional roller coaster, right?
Yes.
You had those emotional moments at the wall, and then you got to come home to your loved ones and thousands of people. What was that like?
That was overwhelming. I just couldn't believe it. It got me emotional. I tried to think, they were thanking me, but I was trying to thank them back. I think it took me 45 minutes to an hour to get down those lines because I wanted to, you know, I was grateful what they were doing. And that got to me. And so.
And Marvin, for you, you know, we captured your wife running toward the gate with her yellow flowers, and you know, the moment you guys got to see each other, and you were looking for her. What was that like?
Oh, it was just overwhelming. You know, we came in at the top of the concourse and had to go down into this, you know, sea of people, and it was, you know, and like you said, we wanted to thank them for being there. It was a very emotional thing. I just never expected a homecoming like that. It was great.
Now let's get the home front experience, the perspective of Mary over here. You were enjoying the day with all these planned activities with 500 other wives while your husbands were in D.C. What was that like?
It was fun. We went to it was a little cold to begin with. And then after we went to the zoo, we had a beautiful luncheon, really nice entertainment. And then we got on the buses and went to Lincoln and went to a winery and had our dinner there. They brought in Valentino's pizzas and all that for us, and that was. But the one thing that got to me was the fact that we had about 10 buses, I believe, and we had a police escort all the way from the winery into the Lincoln Airport. And the other overwhelming thing was to see all those people there as we were going into the hotel. into the airport, and all those people, it got to me because I didn't believe that that would be that many, and they were all cheering for us too, because a lot of times we didn't get that support when we were in the military, because my husband was 22. We just didn't get it where we got that kind of a welcoming, the wives. And I thought
Mary,
it was
let's
important.
talk about that. You know, you and Phil were married during his service. You were taking care of 5 children while he was gone, and you were terrified during the bombing of Hanoi. So talk about that. I mean, what kind of support did you have? And obviously, much different when he came home.
Okay, it was the week that they were bombing Hanoi. We'd get up in the morning and they'd say another plane had gone down, and that's what was terrifying. And I couldn't, I think I lost 10 pounds in 1 week because I couldn't eat, because we didn't know which plane or what base. And of course we didn't know because they couldn't give out that information you know, from the news. They had to wait till they notified everyone. And when that was all over with, and the guys we knew were all safe and they weren't going to bomb again, it was such a relief. And for us, it was very emotional at that time. And taking care of the kids, I guess, kept you busy, so you didn't think about it a lot. You had to keep on going no matter what. But that was the worst part of I think that was the worst part of the war for me. And he had been gone quite a while, and you know, so I found it. And when he came home, he landed on a base because my husband was career Air Force, and they came in on 135 tankers onto a base. So we did not have what you probably had at all, because we just had the people that lived on the base could get on the base to get to see the people come on. In fact, I wanted to say something here about Charlie Poole's wife. We were close friends. And she came down and met those planes. At the time, the guys came back from the war, from that part of the war, because she wanted to talk to them to find out if they knew anything about her husband, because at that time he was missing in action. So I just thought I wanted to say that about that. So that was the sad part, but for the rest of us, it was happy.
Right, a lot of sad memories. But in closing, with my time here with you all, how do you think this trip changed your lives?
Well, I think the trip changed my life because it really gave closure to, you know, to the Vietnam veterans. You know, they were persecuting the warrior. You know, that's bad when they do that. But you know, it was I think it was a political war basically. And I think John F. Kennedy, I read where he was going to stop the war. He's going to stop, but he was assassinated before that could happen. And
what about for you, Marvin?
Well, you know, I don't know. I checked it. You know, I was going through my mind, I guess, and I realized that there were a lot of people around me that were getting closure. I think maybe I'd made my peace years before, and I was able to see other people, you know, getting their closure, if that's the word for it, a satisfaction. It was like everything was up in the air, and now we've landed. We're back home, and I think we all are going to adjust better for it. It's just it's overwhelming. I don't have words for it. Well, although they did feed us an awful lot on that plane.
That's good. They really did. Well, thank you so much for letting me tag along, and thank you most importantly for your service and the sacrifices you've made for our country.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
Well, we're now going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk to the couple who organized this massive trip and find out why they're so committed to giving these veterans new memories and a homecoming to remember. That and more when KTV News Watch 7's Chronicle continues. You're watching KTV News Watch 7's Chronicle. Welcome back. I'm Chin Doan. And this morning, we're looking back at a historic trip earlier this month. More than 650 Nebraska Vietnam veterans traveled to Washington to visit the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It was possible thanks to the passion and efforts of an Omaha couple determined to give these vets the homecoming they deserve.
These are the bus assignments.
It's history in the planning stages inside this Omaha home. Bill and Yvonne Williams are co-founders of Patriotic Productions and planning their 11th trip for veterans.
This is the largest group of Vietnam veterans from one state to ever visit the wall. 654 Nebraska Vietnam veterans from 200 communities around the state.
And since it's their final mission, they're going all out. 4 charter jets and 15 buses taking the Vietnam veterans to see the memorials in D.C. to honor the fallen and work toward hope and healing for the survivors.
Not only did they pay a price when they came home, but so many have suffered silently for the rest of their lives with the effects of Agent Orange. And maybe there's guilt that they feel from things we ask them as a country to do when people go to war.
At the home front, 500 wives will spend the day together with their own activities. Then come Monday night, the homecoming the vets never got.
I pray that they will receive healing and the respect they deserved. That's what we want them to go home with.
The couple raised $600,000 to pay for the trip.
It's a little overwhelming if we step back and really think about it, but we've been so busy with the details. We just keep plugging away and wanting to do it. Unfortunately, we have a lot of people who want to help.
Well, these are Guardian name tags. Our neighbors across the street are doing this work for us.
And they'll keep working to help those who have been hurting for more than 4 decades.
It's the therapeutic value of what this represents.
And joining me now are Bill and Yvonne Williams, co-founders of Patriotic Productions. Good morning, Bill and Yvonne.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. I mean, looking at that, it's your 11th trip, your final trip, your largest. How was this different than all of the other trips you've planned for veterans?
Well, I'd say because of the enormity of it. The largest group of Vietnam vets from one state to ever visit the wall. The previous record was last June 6th when it was 3 planes, 502 all combat. And then this one is 653, so on 4 planes. So it was just the detail of putting it together was a little challenging, but fortunately Yvonne is able to handle it.
Thank goodness for Excel spreadsheets.
Right, technology to help.
Technology,
yeah.
Yes.
So what was your favorite part about it? What is one memory you will never forget from this trip?
Oh, I think just, it's hard to say whether it's a phone call leading up to it, somebody asking a question, or the comments you hear, meeting the people, probably meeting the people during registration, because then you get to meet the husbands and their wives for the most part. That's probably the best. That's probably the best.
I think the biggest surprise to the veterans is what they see when they arrive at DCA Reagan. Because the word is pretty much out that there's going to be a large homecoming. It's just a matter of how many thousands show up. But they are very touched to see what happens at DCA when there's hundreds of people there in the West Point Glee Club singing and this type of thing. So I think it's a really emotional beginning to the day is when they arrive at the airport.
A lot of people want to know, what is your inspiration behind this? What motivates you? Neither of you are veterans yourself, so why do this?
That's part of the reason. Veterans shouldn't have to thank themselves, nor should their families. But the job of civilians should be to welcome them, thank them for their service, and for the Vietnam veteran to make right what was so wrong so many years ago. We received a note from a veteran a few days ago that said, "I feel like I can finally come out of the shadows now and join the other veterans from other wars." How sad is that? All these years that they felt not as worthy.
Now, you two were very young during the Vietnam War, but is a part of you kind of embarrassed or sad for the way these vets were treated, and this is kind of your hopes of making up for it?
Oh yeah, I mean it's shameful when you hear the stories of how they were treated, and that's why this flight was different, and the one last June for Vietnam. We had 7 World War II flights, we had 2 Korea, but their homecoming may not have been great, but it was nothing negative like the Vietnam veterans. So the therapeutic value of doing these flights for these guys is the best part, and the reception that they received, particularly what happened in Lincoln when there were 7,000 people there to cheer for them. I think they were very, very touched by people making the effort to come out to the airport.
So tell us, what's next for you and why no more flights?
Go ahead.
We had 900 plus applications for this flight. So we took out everybody who didn't serve in Vietnam. all right? Then we had about 3 dozen who were invited but turned down the seat, mostly because of medical. So only a couple of dozen didn't make the cut, so to speak, to go on this flight. So our mission is honoring the fallen from Iraq and Afghanistan. We've been doing that for 7 years now with photo displays called Remembering Our Fallen. So we're in the process of creating a national Remembering Our Fallen memorial that'll travel the country. And on September 7th, the tribute towers will be unveiled at the Lincoln Memorial for all the Gold Star families in the country. They'll be in New York City for Veterans Day this year, and then they'll begin the tour around the country. So we need to concentrate on that mission, and that's honoring the fallen from the War on Terror.
So you feel like after 11 flights, you've been able to help as many vets as possible, so now it's time to help the ones who never made it home.
Right.
Their families.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of people want to know, what can we do as a community to help you with your mission?
Help us get the word out and honor all military, but especially those families now that are grieving their loved ones. We lost another a Navy SEAL over the weekend, and people kind of tend to tune it out because, like the Vietnam War, it's going on forever, Iraq and Afghanistan. And to become educated about that, we'll talk to people sometimes and they're not even aware that there's still a war going on. So, and as families lose their loved ones, that's even makes it more difficult.
And the biggest fear for Gold Star families is that their loved ones are going to be forgotten. So that's our mission, that they not be. So that's why we are quite busy. We turned the corner rather quickly from the final Vietnam flight to Remembering Our Fallen. So
maybe in closing, for any veteran who's watching this right now and they're still hurting and they haven't been able to find that healing or closure, what would you like them to know?
That we appreciate their service, whether they went on the flight or not, that we do appreciate their service. America is a different America than it was in the 60s and the 70s.
We heard quite often from veterans who didn't go on the flight, Vietnam, who were in the crowd, who were able to benefit from just seeing all those people come out. So I think there was some therapeutic value of just being there at the airport.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, but most importantly, thank you for all your efforts. They do not go unnoticed.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you. We'll be right back with some final thoughts. First, a reminder that your comments are important to this show. So if you want to be heard, email your comments to news@ketv.com. Remember, we love hearing from you, and we'll be right back. You've been watching KTV Newswatch 7's Chronicle. This morning, we've been talking with the veterans who went on that historic trip to Washington, D.C. earlier this month, and the organizers who made it all possible. I did a series of stories with them before, during, and after their adventure. Those are all online right now on ktv.com, along with this show. So if you missed any part of it or want to watch it again, just go to our homepage and click on the menu button and then look for Chronicle. I'm Chin Doan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning. We'll leave you now with more moving moments from that unforgettable trip on May 1st.
Thank you, vets. Thank you, vets.